Make Israel great again.
Hey everybody, this is Troy over at Uncomfortable Truths. Thanks for checking me out. So today we've got to talk about what's going on with Iran's propaganda videos, because they've been dropping these Lego music videos on us, and they're pretty good. You've got to be honest about it. And guys, they're not holding anything back. And yeah, they're propaganda videos intended to help the regime's position here in the war. But let's keep in mind, we started this war on behalf of Israel for no reason. They provoked us? Not at all. So right now, this completely unnecessary war is going on that we didn't need to be involved in. So that makes this music video extra special. Take a look.
Hey, orange pig. America first? Oops. Oh boy, that was the slogan you sold. But Bibi's pulling strings and your vote is getting cold. We're not just fighting for Iran, hear this clear. Your people reached out to us. Yeah, we got the DMs here. If one nation's gonna stand against the Epstein regime's fear, it's us till the last breath. We've been doing it for years. We're standing here for everyone. Your system ever wrong, they've known all along. The enemy was always you. The real threat wore a suit and sung a patriotic song while selling their own citizens and calling it strong. Stealing from your own people, making them bleed, taking tax dollars just to fund your own greed. They waking up to the lies, the illusions of burst. You screamed America first, now you put losers first. Make Israel great again. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you all. We saw everything. If the public ever saw the files, man, the planet would shake from the level of filth and the crimes in your wake. No wonder Jeff called you the worst, you degenerate snake. You claimed you never set foot. You went 40 plus times. You sick bastard, you cooked. We stepping up to the plate. Epstein regime gotta fall. You fake Christian elite sacrificing the ball. Demon, you talk real big for a man with tiny hands. Tiny hands, tiny things, tiny everything. We saw everything, and word got out. The smallness kinda expands. No wonder all those rage tweets, all those desperate rants. Overcompensating bully, always causing the scene. You said you love losers. Well, look at your team. Your government is run by. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you all.
Come on, guys, that's pretty spot on. Right now, we have a president who is literally covering up the Epstein files and then decided he was going to go put Israel first. Now, we do know that we aren't really sure what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. The story that we're being told isn't something that any reasonable person is actually believing. So he was probably working for another country. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let you guess which country he was most likely working for. But I wonder if it's the country that we are literally serving right now and actually running their war for them. We're paying for everything for them. Meanwhile, they get free health care. They have daycare. They've got all sorts of these giant social safety programs that we don't get. But our president is saying that we're going to cut Medicaid and Medicare in order to keep funding this other country that has nothing to do with us. Now, you know that's not America first, and I know it. Now, you can go around and lie to yourself if you're still somebody who's going around pretending that Trump is some sort of champion for America, but it's clear that he is not. He's in the Epstein files. That's why he's covering them up. He's covering them up for the entire Epstein class. So when they come out with a video, and yes, don't get it twisted here, guys. It is definitely a propaganda video, 100%. But guys, that's all pretty accurate stuff. That's why it lands so well, and that's why it hits so hard. And Trump and the rest of the administration have no one to blame except themselves, because Donald Trump could have just not been hanging around with Epstein for most of his life. The other thing he could do, if he is innocent, if you're still naive enough to believe that, is he could actually release the Epstein files, and we could actually start, I don't know, maybe sending some of the people that attacked these poor children, maybe some of these people should go to jail. But that's not going to happen because Donald Trump is making sure that he's going to protect the Epstein class. That's what he's been doing this entire time. And Iran's just poking fun with it because, guys, the truth is always a valid defense. Yes, it's 100% a propaganda video. And no, I'm not crazy about Iran's theocratic government where they literally have women dressing in black from head to toe. I like to see girls in tights. I like to see girls in short skirts. And they're ruining that for themselves and for the entire world. This didn't have to be this way either, by the way, guys, because Iran used to be a pretty modern country. And guess what other country decided that we were going to go get involved in their government and we were going to install this religious theocracy? Guys, it was our fault. Everything that they're facing is already because we intervened before, and we've made everything in this country significantly worse. And then on top of that, we have spent decades now making sure that life is as hard as possible for the Iranians. So even if they do somehow overthrow their government, that doesn't mean they're magically going to like the United States or that they're going to like Israel. They're definitely not going to like the people that are bombing their civilians. And if you're naive enough to believe that, then there is no helping you, because Donald Trump and all of his cronies are going out saying, no, we know lots of people in Iran that are begging us to keep bombing them. They want the bombing to continue. Guys, you don't believe that. Imagine somebody said, you know what? America's got a lot of problems. They have problems in their electoral process. Their people are involved in a democracy where most of the people don't want to go to war, and they're always at war. So maybe it's time that we do regime change in America. So we're going to start bombing their schools. We're going to start bombing their hospitals. We're going to do illegal war crimes of double taps. And when we actually send first responders out, they're going to bomb those first responders. Do you think you're going to like the country that is doing this? You know the answer is no. So all of you people that are still holding on to this idea that Trump is going to somehow save us, give it up. It's not going to happen. So these things, we're not the only audience for this, guys. Iran, yes, they want to have people in America doubting the war because the war is pointless. It's hurting the entire world. You have Japan now saying they might not be letting people drive in the future, and they might be having complete gas shutoff days. There's other countries now that are saying, you know what? We're going to have a couple days that we aren't working because we don't have the fuel. And here we're seeing gas prices increase. There's been a little bit of a dip because Donald Trump pretended that there was a peace deal, which, by the way, the strait's still closed, guys. They let a couple of ships through, and then we broke the peace deal along with our greatest allies, Israel, and we started bombing Lebanon, and we bombed over 100 sites. And this was right after Trump said that there was a ceasefire, and then Israel, who is undermining our ceasefire and making a joke of our president and the rest of our country, decided they were going to undermine that ceasefire by bombing over 100 sites in Lebanon right after we made the ceasefire. And by the way, that included civilian infrastructure, and we have tons of children dead because Israel wants to do these aggressive attacks. Guys, it's no longer a question. Israel is our enemy. They're an adversary, they are not an ally, and we need to cut them off completely. We get absolutely nothing from this relationship, and the only reason we are still tied to them is because we have a corrupt government system where both parties, Democrats and Republicans, are completely beholden to Israel through AIPAC and a series of other corrupt deals in our country. That's what we have going on. But you know who the most corrupt person is in all of this? It is Donald Trump, without a doubt. He is literally sending his son-in-law to go and be involved in these negotiations. And if you have any questions on where Jared Kushner's real loyalties lie, just know that it is not with the U.S. Jared Kushner is an agent for Israel and couldn't care less about the United States. The only reason Israel cares about the United States is because they want us to send our soldiers to go fight their wars. They want us to send our money to pay for their health care. We pay for everything with Israel because Israel is not a grown-up state. They are literally just a bunch of children that are completely reliant on the United States. And the sooner that we come to grips with that, the better this is going to be for everybody. Because if Israel wants to go start these wars of aggression, as far as I'm concerned, okay, I guess go ahead and do it, but do it without our resources. So this super small, completely useless country, they can go with their 9 million people and they can have all of their free government services, and then they can start fighting all the countries around them by themselves. They can go ahead and fight Iran by themselves, a country of 90 plus million people. Meanwhile, they can go ahead and fight Lebanon, and we should just let them sink on their own because this is completely unacceptable and we shouldn't be tolerating it. And the uncomfortable truth is, guys, that right now we have a Manchurian candidate. Donald Trump was absolutely installed in the United States, and he is completely a puppet of Israel. And that's the reality, guys. And those of us that were stupid enough to fall for it, we shouldn't be putting up with this anymore. And we need to do everything we can to push back against this corrupt clown. So that's what I have for today. Do me a favor, go ahead, hit like and subscribe, and share the uncomfortable truths. Take care, everybody.